Hello, Facebook family and friends. This is Edwin Cabrera coming to you from Manassas, Virginia. And have you ever heard this the saying that two heads are better than one? As long as they're not right next to each other like this. But, um, you know, that's really talking about masterminding. Have you ever heard of a mastermind? Where basically you get together with one, two, three, four, five people and you create a group, a mastermind. I mean, our greatest mastermind is our spouse. If we have a spouse that's supportive and is helping us and things like that. If you have there's your first mastermind. You know, if you have somebody who's really supportive or a tight friend who's supportive, that is a mastermind. And also it brings two people together and it amplifies your mental powers. We don't think about our mind and the energy from mind connecting to another mind becoming greater, just the energy. So that's another thing that most people don't talk about. But finding someone or a group of people who are of like mind, who are supportive, who are going to hold you accountable for what you're doing. So that's also important, that you have somebody that you say, listen, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and they're going to make sure that you do X, Y, and Z. They're not going to let you get away with just doing X. Okay, so that's a mastermind, getting together with people to really join. Now, some people might say, well, I don't know anybody. I really have no connections with anybody. I'm out in the sticks, in the woods, or whatever. And so you have no real connections to anyone. How about listen to what Napoleon Hill did back in the 30s? He created a mastermind group of about 15 people, not sure the exact number, but of all the greatest minds that he met or that he imagined, like Henry Ford and Thomas Edison and all those guys. He created a mastermind of people that he imagined, and he would meet them and talk with them. And that may sound a little strange how you say that, but you create these personalities that you now, just anyway. You create these personalities that you get in touch with, and you make communication with them. Now that doesn't sound too far-fetched, because if you think about it, what is his name? Neil Walsh wrote a book of Conversations with God. So he's written several books about conversations with God. Now, also, Napoleon Hill, you may not have heard, but he wrote back then in the 30s too. He wrote a book called Outwitting the Devil. Now, that sounds a little strange and stuff, but he basically had a whole conversation with how the devil works. If you ever, you should be able to find that online, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. So it's a little bit, it's interesting because it's now looking at things from the negative point of view, so he has some poignant questions. And so similar to what Conversations with God is. So now here is a very important thing about connecting with other people. That's why people go to seminars. It's to connect with like-minded people. That's why people go to classes. You go to a class because you now have people who are doing the same thing and are helping you out. You go to these trainings, so that you can now work together and connect and network with other people and stuff. So it's very important, if you're really interested in building something online or building anything, connect with other people. Create a mastermind. Create some kind of a group so that you can now help them and they can help you, and together you can now create something even bigger. Because sometimes, just a little influence, one great idea, just one great idea. And sometimes these so-called great ideas are like the dumbest ideas you ever think of, like the hula hoop or the frisbee. Those crazy things, but people make millions of dollars with those kind of crazy ideas, so I appreciate you watching. I hope you just make a quick comment, or I love the checks or the thumbs up or the hearts and stuff. So I appreciate you. Have a great day. There's a little button there too for notifications. If you ever want to hear my videos whenever they come out, they'll notify you. All right, take care. Have a great day. Bye.